Hello people, I hope everybody's well and I'm finding everybody in good spirits. Today I'm at Changes UK and I am going to be doing a health and well-being food cook-along for the guys in the academy. Since my last food tutorial, just chucking a few ideas together, I decided to launch a health and well-being project around food. Really excited, really looking forward to it. So today we are going to be having 3 proteins along with 3 salads, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So guys, since my last food tutorial, this health and well-being project couldn't have come at a better time. Stepping into the new year, I know everyone as well as myself wants to start eating healthier, you know, try some exciting things around food. I just want to basically jazz up health and well-being. I hope you guys enjoy it. So we've been planting seeds but growing fast. The interest and support around this project has been absolutely amazing. I've just been loving it. It's been an absolute pleasure working with so many organisations and businesses who are celebrating and supporting this wellbeing food project. 2 of those that share the same passion will be featuring at the end of this video. I'd like you to take a look. One of them is Love Project and the other is Nature's Pharmacy. So take a look, guys. And today, also supporting our food wellbeing project, we have got the one and only Michael Johnson, under 21s football coach.
Hey everybody, my name's Michael Johnson. I'm an under 21s football coach, and today I'm supporting Caribbean Palmz Food and Wellbeing Project, and I can't wait to get stuck in to some of this food.
Right guys, let's get started. So we've got our 3 proteins here. We've got 3 chicken breasts. We've got 4 pieces of salmon, and we've got 6 filleted slices of sea bass in this now. So
they look really clean, Sam. How have you managed to get them so clean?
I've washed them all with lemon. So I washed the chicken in lemon and vinegar and lemon juice on the fish. So I'm going to start off and do my chicken, and then I'm going to remove these gloves and do the fish. So we've got your chicken breast here, and on this we are going to put garlic powder first, and this is about 2 tablespoons of garlic powder.
Does it need to go in a certain order, or can you just...
I put the garlic powder on first because I like to get the garlic in first and then I go and add everything else afterwards. It's just my kind of way of seasoning.
So that's 2 tablespoons, you said?
Yeah. Then I'm going to put in some chicken. So this is a tablespoon and a half. I'm then going to put in a tablespoon and a half of all-purpose seasoning and some black pepper. And I'm going to mix that up.
Is there a danger if you put on more than the 2 tablespoons? Is it over seasoning?
It can be powerful depending on what size your chicken breasts are. So these are quite big.
Okay.
These are very big. So I bought these from my butcher's, but you can get all of these 3 from your Asda or your Lidl or your Aldi, which is where I get most of my stuff from. So once I've done that, so I've basically simply just seasoned the chicken. Now what I am going to do is the pan that I'm going to put the chicken in. So now what I'm doing is sprinkling paprika into 2 tablespoons of oil. So all 3 of your protein dishes are going to be in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes, and they're going to be on oven setting 240. Now I'm going to place them all 3 of them into the griddle. So right guys, I'm just going to turn these over now. And as you can see, they are nicely being char grilled. Now remember guys, all this stuff that's been browned off is going into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Right guys, so once your chicken is brown, we're going to take that off, pop this onto the tray. You can't be very careful because your oil is going to be very hot. And we're going to pop these into the oven. Right guys, so now I've just washed my hands, changed my gloves, and I'm going to be seasoning up the fish, which is one of my brother's favourite dishes.
Love fish.
The sea bass and the salmon, but he's not tried the salmon this way before, so it's a new one.
Ooh.
Right, so what we're going to do with the salmon, so I crush pimento, Maggi seasoning, garlic powder and all-purpose seasoning all together, a tablespoon of each, so not so much on your 4 salmons, and just mix them up. So don't worry guys, all the ingredients and measurements will be in the bio, okay? So that's simply the salmon seasoning.
Do those seasonings go well with that particular fish, or
yeah, especially the pimento. So now I have washed the salmon and seasoned it. I'm going to move on to the sea bass. Now the reason I put these into pots is to show you the different colour of the Maggi seasoning. This is what the Maggi seasoning looks like, and I prefer to use this on all of my fish dishes because it's got less salt in it. It's kind of one of my favourite seasonings, but sometimes when I'm in a rush I can't get my hands on it, so I'll just settle with, you know, another all-purpose seasoning or an everyday seasoning. So what I'm going to do is, for my sea bass, I've crushed up some pimento seeds. These are optional, but I've crushed up some pimento seeds, bit of fish seasoning, and a bit of Maggi. So I'd say a tablespoon of each, maybe less depending on how many fillets that you've got. So with this is going to be steamed, so I don't put too much seasoning on this. Notice I've missed out the garlic powder. It's very limited when it comes to the seasoning because I want you guys to actually get the taste of the sea bass. So when I'm not doing food tutorials, most of this stuff would have been done the night before and put in the fridge. So if you prefer to do that for the flavours to marinate a little bit more, then that's entirely up to you. So this fish is going to be steamed, and this one is going to be browned in the griddle. Right guys, we're going to brown off the salmon. And remember guys, not too long with the salmon in the pot. It literally cooks so quick, and we only just want to brown it just to get that golden flavour. Right guys, so after a minute, as you can see, it's gone golden brown. Be really careful with your salmon because sometimes they can break. And then we're going to give that another minute, and then we're going to place these in the oven for 20 minutes. Onto your bowl tray. Right guys, so now the salmon's in the oven, I'm going to show you how I'm going to be preparing the sea bass. So what we're going to do with these sea bass fillets is we're going to make a sandwich, and in this sandwich it's going to consist of spinach, tin of callaloo, And these seasonings here, so some grated carrots that you can already get grated from the supermarket or do it yourself, some red onion, green pepper, yellow pepper and red pepper, with a few spring onions. So right guys, first we're going to add our carrot, onions, peppers and spring onion. Going to blitz them. Put them quite a high heat just to get them wilted. And that's in a tablespoon of olive oil. Now it's wilted slightly, we're going to turn gas mark down to low. And then with that we're going to add callaloo, which has been draining, in some cold water. So when we take guys, we're going to add our spinach that's been washed off. With a tablespoon of Manuka honey. Doesn't have to be Manuka honey. This is a really good honey, I like my honey, so this is the one that I use. We don't want the leaves to shrink too much, so we're basically just mixing it around in the oil, and that's it. Right, so now you can see all the natural waters have come out of the vegetables. So you've got a little bit of a juice there. What we're going to do, we're going to make a sandwich.
And even though when you put that in the oven, the vegetable will still be fine, it's not going to overcook in the oven.
No, because it's going to steam. And you place your remaining on top. So with this one guys, we're going to cover it up with some foil and leave it to steam for about 15 to 20 minutes. Again, we're popping this in the oven. Okay people, so now I'm going to be handing over to Chef P, who is going to be collaborating with me on this health and well-being project. He is going to showcase a number of salads. It's going to go with your proteins.
Hello everybody, I'm Chef P. Today I'm going to be showing you one of, well, 3 salads. The first one is going to be smoked paprika roasted butternut squash with curly kale, pomegranate and mixed herb salad. The second one is going to accompany the sea bass dish which Sam, Caribbean Palmz, has prepared, which is going to be a couscous with mixed pepper, orange, mixed spice and herb salad with sultanas and toasted pumpkin seeds going through it. And then we're also going to do a sauteed potato, mixed leaf, mixed pepper and mixed onion salad to go along with the chicken dish. First of all, I'm going to show you preparing these potatoes. I'm going to dice them, then I'm going to par cook them in boiling water for about 6 to 7 minutes. I want them slightly al dente because after that I'm going to drain them off and I'm going to saute them in a bit of curry oil that I've made. So here we go.
How long have you been cooking?
17 years.
I have a lot of experience.
Enough. So as you can see, nice even sized dice. Ensure to protect your fingers as well when you're chopping. Don't want any accidents. So that's where we are right there, guys. So guys, the potatoes, I'm ready to wash them now. So once that's done, we can start cracking on with bringing them to the boil. So as you can see, nicely diced, pretty uniformed, nice and washed, nearly ready to go into the boiling water. As you can see, our water's boiling now, so we're going to put the potatoes in very carefully. We don't want any splashbacks. So in the meantime, I'm going to be working on this butternut squash salad. I've sealed it off, tossed it in a bit of olive oil, salt, pepper and smoked paprika. Now I'm going to drizzle it in some honey before I place it in the oven, roughly 180 to 200 degrees for about 7 to 10 minutes. I find this honey, Manuka honey, is the perfect honey. It complements the butternut squash and it brings out the flavours and the sweetness of the squash more so than any other regular honey. So in the meantime, I've got some prepped kale which has already been washed. So I'm going to tear some of this into a bowl, removing the stalks as they're quite inedible raw.
So what is that kale? Is that like a kind of cabbage or?
It is, I believe, from that kind of family of vegetable. It's full of protein, full of vitamin C. It's so good for you. It's a superfood. So
any athletes out there or sports people, this is a really good power food to eat.
Definitely, most definitely. It's something that you get so much energy from it, so much vitamin C, as I said. And from what I've read, I believe it's got more vitamin C than even in an orange.
Wow.
You want a nice amount of kale in there. Obviously, as I said, removing the stalks because you just want a nice, enjoyable experience as you're eating the salad. I'm gonna go ahead, add some pomegranate to it. Such a lovely fruit. And it brings out also the sweetness of the butternut squash at the same rate. We're gonna also add some mixed herbs, so I've got chopped parsley and chopped coriander here, and this, the freshness and also the fragrant smells of the parsley and the chopped coriander, they just add a different dimension to the salad.
That's amazing.
So now our potatoes are ready to drain. You just want to check them, ensuring that they're cooked to the degree that you want, which as it's just starting to crumble, you can see that that's ready. And we'll drain the potatoes off. So our potatoes are drained. Get this pan nice and hot separately as I'm about to start sauteing them. So now we're going to start to saute off the potatoes and also some peppers and some red onion to go in this salad for the chicken dish. I've made a curry oil which I infused some curry spice with curry leaves and other fragrant spices in order to get a beautifully yellow, gorgeously flavoursome curry oil. So this is what I'm going to saute some of the potatoes off in. So I'll drop that in the pan. Some of these potatoes. Saute those off like that. So I've got red, yellow and green peppers finely diced here to go along with. So a nice couple of handfuls of those. And look at the vibrant colours coming off that. Along with some sliced red onion as well. And we just want to saute that up slightly al dente. Just going to get all of that flavour from the curry oil accepted by all of those ingredients. You still want a nice crunch in the ingredients as well though, because it is a salad after all. And look at that, that looks beautiful. Right, off the heat, now straight into our bowl. So the last salad that we're making today is couscous, mixed pepper, mixed onion, herb, pomegranate and sultana salad. That's to go along with the sea bass dish. So I've got some couscous which I've already pre-cooked, and the way you do that is 1 part couscous to 2 parts boiling water, and you just let that steam for about 25 minutes until the couscous is nice and fluffy. Run a fork through it, ensure that it's all none of it's clumpy and it's all cooked. Let it cool down, and then we're ready to start building our salad. So then I'm going to add some diced red, yellow and green pepper to this. Altogether about 2 tablespoons worth. Next we're going to add some sultanas. Give it a nice sweetness.
That's one of my favourites, that, you know.
Yeah. We're going to add some pomegranate also for sweetness and different texture. And it's also going to bring a nice vibrancy to the salad as well. I'm going to add some spring onion too. We're also going to add some herbs. Again, some chopped coriander and chopped parsley. The coriander is such a beautiful, fragrant flavour that it just complements anything pretty much that you put it with. So a nice amount of that. Gonna add a little touch of curry oil to it as well. And this beautiful golden oil. This is gonna add a different texture of flavour to it. We're going to add some orange zest and juice. So here is my orange, ready to be zested. And it helps if you have a microplane or a fine grater like this. If you haven't got one, not to worry. And all the oils from the skin of the orange, they'll just add a different depth of flavour to it as well. Just zest about half of it. Then the juice of half. Just cup your hand, squeeze the orange. So if any seeds are in it, you'll be able to capture them so that you don't get them in your salad. Because after all the hard work of preparing all of the vegetables and other ingredients, you don't have to pick seeds out. So now is this couscous salad. So I'm just going to mix this together, get all of those ingredients going through there. Once I've got this mixed, I'll plate it, and then Sam's going to bring over the protein for it. And this smells absolutely amazing, guys. I can't even tell you how much I'm looking forward to eating this. And everyone else should be looking forward to sampling this for themselves. And you can see all the different colours, and this is just like a rainbow in a bowl. So I'm going to toss them out onto this plate here. It's a wonderful salad there. That will accompany most proteins anyway, or it can be eaten completely on its own. Now we're going to have the butternut squash salad. So again, I've got my herbs, my kale, my pomegranate, and I've put a bit of salt and pepper in there. I'm going to dress it with a little bit of olive oil. There you go, about half a tablespoon's worth. I'm just going to toss that all together. Just like that. Now I'm going to add my butternut squash directly to this from the oven. Butternut squash is perfectly cooked now. Slight little bit of a crunch, but it's cooked all the way through. And the smell from this, with the smoked paprika and the honey, is just ridiculous. Just going to toss this together now. Now we can plate up. And you just want to grab a nice handful in the middle of your plate. Get a bit of everything going through there. It's nice and rich and earthy and sweet and fragrant and flavoursome, all at the same time. Now Sam's going to bring over the fish proteins for these salads. So first of all, we're coming with the sea bass, and that's going to complement the couscous salad. Followed now by the salmon for the butternut squash salad. And look at that. Absolute perfection. So now we're ready for the potato salad. It's cooled down enough. Add some leaves to it, which I've pre-washed. I'll give that a nice little toss. Look at that. Stunning. And we're just going to place this in the board. There you have it, ready for the chicken to come on top. So now we're ready for the chicken protein to go. And we're going to plate this up.
Looks truly amazing.
And I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of the curry oil on top. There you have it, ready to be enjoyed.
So where would you get all these ingredients from for Changes Academy?
Right, so all the ingredients and where to get your stuff from is going to be in the bio. I think everything you can get from your Asda, your Sainsbury's, in the all foods aisle, the ingredients is going to be in the bio. The only thing is the Maggi seasoning that I use for fish. I will put links on there for you guys at Changes if anybody wants to order any. So hopefully, I'm really hoping that that's helpful, but I won't be too far once you're doing your cook along.
Right, so I know I'm going to tuck in. Oh, but the seeds, which one shall I put the seeds on?
I think the seeds will probably be best on the butternut squash salad with the salmon.
Okay, I'm gonna... Tell me if it's the right way to...
Yeah. Yeah.
Natural. Okay, so let me...
So this, guys, is your couscous and your sea bass. Again, all the ingredients will be in the bio.
This is amazing, by the way. So much rich and different flavours coming out of it. I'll tell you what. Them two together is just dangerous. That is an amazing dish. Truly, truly amazing. Oh, so now we're going to go into the... I don't know where to start. The curry flavour with the lettuce. It really is an amazing mix to see the both, and then accompanied that with the chicken here. Just get a little piece of chicken here. Wow! And then we're going to move into the kale, which I learned a lot about today. Wow! With the butternut squash. Wow. You can taste that honey on the butternut squash as well. And it's not overriding, it's just absolutely perfect. And now just to finish that off with a piece of the salmon. Truly amazing. I could eat all 3 dishes at once. Trust me, all 3 of them are just boom bam.
Right, guys, so I hope you guys at the Academy have enjoyed this healthy food and well-being cook along. I hope you're enjoying and looking forward to the project. I want to say a massive thank you to my brother, who I'm going to hand over to, for coming in today and supporting and obviously being a support and a vessel throughout our project that we could fall back on, and as well as introducing Chef P, who will be collaborating with me on our wellbeing course. So guys, can you make sure that you stay tuned for the 2 videos that are going to be following this tutorial. Some beautiful well-being ideas, business ventures are coming ahead. I'm so excited to be on this journey, on this project, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Imagine having more health than you have ever had before. Imagine having more motivation, more energy than you have ever had before. Well, you might be watching this video and quite frankly you're just sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And it's possible that you're comfortable in your excuses, that your would've, should've, could've have actually left your motivation non-existent. Well, do you know what? I was where you are 21 years ago. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I was paralysed down one side, had very limited eyesight, and I was riddled in pain. Fast forward 2 decades. I am now 45 years young, healthier, happier, and more active than I've ever been, but most importantly, I have reversed MS. My name is Carly Blair, and I'm a functional health specialist. I'm the founder of the Healing Touch Academy, and I also run the Nature's Pharmacy Facebook community. And I am so excited to be partnering with Caribbean Palmz on their new health and wellbeing program. I am looking forward to fetching you more of my story, more of my journey, but most importantly, more of my health protocols to help you make and achieve your health goals that you've probably never made before. Do yourself a favor, make a decision today that your future self will be so grateful for. I look forward to seeing you soon. Whatever you do for the rest of your day, take care, and I'll see you soon.
My name is Sarah Maynard and I am the CEO of Listen Up with Friends CIC. Love was created to support women through adversities. We have a number of initiatives to support females of all ages and backgrounds within the community. We have delivered programs to support women who have been victims of domestic violence and also women who have been affected by mild mental health issues. Over the past year, we have been helping women and their families by delivering activities such as drop-in centres, workshops, training, and also by managing our Facebook group, which has over 300 women. More recently, we have also been delivering a diversity and cultural acceptance programme within primary schools within the West Midlands. Workshops for the pupils, the staff, and also the parents. Love's ethos is to empower, educate, and elevate through self-love.